President of the Republic of the Philippines and leaders of different departments of the Republic of the Philippines.
The presence of Ferdinand R. Marcos Jr., President of the Republic, along with the leaders of the ministries of sector of the Philippines.
Về phía Việt Nam, chúng tôi xin trân trọng giới thiệu ngài To Lam, Tổng Bí thư Ban chấp hành Trung ương Đảng Cộng sản Việt Nam, Chủ tịch nước Cộng hòa xã hội chủ nghĩa Việt Nam.
CPV and President of the Socialist Republic of Vietnam.
At the same time, the Vietnam-Philippine Business Forum 2026.
Chúng tôi cũng xin chào mừng sự hiện diện của quý vị
We would also like to welcome members of the Politburo, members of the Secretariat, members of the Party Central Committee, leaders of ministries, central agencies and localities of Vietnam, members of the Party Central Committee, leaders of ministries, central agencies and localities of Vietnam. Our forum today is also pleased to welcome more than 600 business leaders from Vietnam and the Philippines.
At the same time, the Vietnam-Philippines Business Forum 2026 also delighted to welcome the participation of nearly 600 leaders and business representatives from both Vietnam and the Philippines.
Thưa quý vị, diễn đàn hôm nay do Bộ Tài chính Việt Nam và Đại sứ quán Việt Nam tại Philippines
is co-organized by the Ministry of Finance and BCCI, the Embassy of Vietnam in the Philippines.
Ladies and gentlemen, today's forum is organized by the Ministry of Finance of Vietnam, the Embassy of Vietnam in the Philippines, in collaboration with the Department of Trade and Industry of the Philippines, the Philippine Chamber of Commerce and Industry, and the Vietnam Chamber of Commerce and Industry.
Để chính thức khai mạc diễn đàn,
to officially open the forum, we would
Ferrer,
like
Chủ tịch Phòng Thương mại
to
Công nghiệp Philippines, lên phát biểu
invite
khai mạc. Xin nhiệt liệt chào mừng ông.
the President.
Formally commence today's forum. It is our great honor to invite Mr. Ferdinand A. Ferrer, President of the Philippine Chamber of Commerce and Industry, to deliver his opening remarks. Let us all welcome him with a rise warm round of applause.
Of the Republic of the Philippines, His Excellency To Lam, General Secretary of the Communist Party of Vietnam and the President of the Socialist Republic of Vietnam, Honorable Maria Cristina Roque, Secretary of Department of Trade and Industry, Honorable Francisco Chu Laurel Jr., the Secretary of the Department of Agriculture, USEC Undersecretary Maria Adelina Austria of the Department of Foreign Affairs, Undersecretary Seferino Rodolfo, Undersecretary Department of Trade and Industry, Undersecretary Verna Buensuceso, Undersecretary Department of Tourism, His Excellency Francisco Noel Fernandez III, Philippine Ambassador to Vietnam, His Excellency Lai Tai Bin, Ambassador of the Socialist Republic of Vietnam to the Philippines, Her Excellency Constance C. Huan, the Ambassador, Embassy of Singapore, Her Excellency Makawadi Sumitmore, Ambassador of Thailand, His Excellency Tipasun Sengsuria, Ambassador of Laos, His Excellency Marciano Octavo Garcia de Silva, Ambassador Timor-Leste, Mr. So Koko, Charge d'Affaires, Embassy of Myanmar, Ms. Victorina Hesti Diwayani, Charge d'Affaires, Embassy of Indonesia, Ms. Fadiliani Anwar, Charge d'Affaires, Embassy of Brunei, and my friend from the Vietnam Chamber of Commerce, Vice Executive President Nguyen Quan Vinh. Good afternoon, Chai Bun Chiao. It is a profound honor to gather in the presence of two heads of state, a testament to how seriously our nations regard this partnership. The Philippines and Vietnam are more than just neighbors. We are like-minded economies, young, dynamic, and hungry for growth. Today, we move beyond goodwill into action. The signing of 15 MOUs is a testimony of both our country's confidence in the vast potential in trade and technology development, energy, green transition, tourism and aviation, healthcare and education, agriculture, telecom, transportation, EVs, and AI. To our Vietnamese partners, you are warmly welcome. And to every business leader here in the room, the partnerships you forge today will create jobs, build industries, and improve the lives for both our nations. Let us make this summit worthy of the trust our people have placed in us. Mabuhay. Thank you. Kaman.
Thank you, Mr. Ferdinand A. Ferrer, President of the Philippine Chamber of Commerce and Industry.
Xin cảm ơn ông Ferdinand Ferrer. Thưa quý vị đại biểu, sau đây chúng ta sẽ
Ladies
bước
and
vào phần
gentlemen,
rất quan trọng
and
của
we'll move on to a very important part, the strategic vision of the two leaders. We would like to respectfully invite to the stage His Excellency Ferdinand Marcos Jr., President
Distinguished
of the
guests,
Republic of
we will
Philippines.
now proceed to an exceptionally important section of today's forum, which we will listen to the visions and strategy directions from the leaders of our two nations. It is our great honor to invite His Excellency Ferdinand R. Marcos Jr., President of the Republic of the Philippines, to the stage to deliver his opening remarks. Please welcome Mr. President.
General Secretary of the Central Committee of the Communist Party of Vietnam and President of the Socialist Republic of Vietnam, His Excellency To Lam, the esteemed members of the Diplomatic Corps, Minister of Finance of Vietnam, His Excellency Ngo Van Tuan, Trade and Industry Secretary Maria Cristina Roque, Agriculture Secretary Kiko Laurel Jr., Philippine Chamber of Commerce and Industry President Mr. Ferdinand Ferrer, Vietnam Chamber of Commerce and Industry Vice Executive President Nguyen Quang Vinh, fellow workers in government, our partners from the private sector, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. Industry Vice Executive President Nguyen Quang Vinh, fellow workers in government, our partners from the private sector, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. It is my pleasure to welcome you to the Vietnam-Philippines Business Forum. Today's gathering is an affirmation of our shared conviction that nations prosper when they work together, when they build trust, when they create opportunities that allow their people to realize their full potential. At a time when the global economy is being reshaped by rapid technological change, evolving supply chains, and emerging challenges, cooperation amongst like-minded partners has become increasingly essential. This is why our relationship with the Socialist Republic of Vietnam continues to grow in importance. Allow me to extend our sincere appreciation to His Excellency To Lam for joining us here today. Your presence, sir, underscores the enduring strength of the relationship between our two countries and reflects our shared determination to deepen cooperation across a wide range of sectors. This year carries a special significance. The Philippines and Vietnam are celebrating a golden jubilee, 50 years of diplomatic relations. The ties between our countries were formally established during the presidency of my father, President Ferdinand E. Marcos Sr. It was likewise through my mother, then First Lady Imelda Romualdez Marcos, that the foundations for peace, understanding, and cooperation between our two nations were first laid. Over the decades, that relationship has steadily evolved, In 2015, it was elevated to a strategic partnership, making Vietnam our only formal strategic partner within the Association of Southeast Asian Nations. Today, that partnership continues to flourish. The Philippines and Vietnam have built a relationship founded on economic resilience, mutual growth, and a shared commitment to a strong, sovereign, and integrated ASEAN. Vietnam has become an indispensable partner in trade and investment. Last year, Vietnam was the Philippines' 11th largest trading partner. And that year, our bilateral trade reached a remarkable $7.17 billion US dollars. The Philippines has also become a key contributor to Vietnam's technological advancement. In 2025, we exported over $424 million US dollars in digital monolithic integrated circuits and over $200 million US dollars in electric motors. At the same time, Vietnam remains a vital partner in strengthening our food security and industrial supply chains, providing more than $1.32 billion US dollars in high-quality rice, alongside essential electronic apparatuses. As encouraging as these achievements are, they also point us towards the next stage of our partnership. While trade continues to reach new heights, we see even greater opportunities in investment. This forum provides an avenue for us to discuss the exciting developments in the Philippines investment landscape and the opportunities we seek to unlock to grow our businesses. We have enacted sweeping, business-friendly structural reforms designed to give you a globally competitive edge. Among these is the Create More Act, which grants incentives to qualified projects. Through the amended Foreign Investments Act, we have lowered capital requirements for qualified startups and investment activities. To further improve the ease of doing business, we have implemented the amended Retail Trade Liberalization Act of 2000, reducing the minimum paid-up capital requirement for foreign retail enterprises. We have likewise enacted the Act liberalizing the lease of private lands by foreign investors, establishing the stability of investment to facilitate high-impact projects. This forum takes on an even more profound significance as the Philippines chairs ASEAN 2026, as we steer the region towards deeper connectivity and inclusive growth. Vietnam remains our steadfast partner. Together, of the ASEAN Digital Economy Framework Agreement. The digital economy is the engine of our future growth. Vietnam's collaboration is absolutely crucial as we establish the world's first region-wide, legally binding digital economic pact. Our message to the region is clear. The Philippines is positioning itself as a premier destination policy reforms. We are focused on industries that will shape the future. The Philippines seeks to maximize the value of its vast green metal resources, reinforcing our commitment to maritime security, regional stability, and industrial growth. Governments can only provide direction. We can build institutions, we can enact reforms, and invest in infrastructure. but progress is willing to seize and transform ideas into reality. So I hope that you will turn the conversations today into strategic plans, meaningful investments, and significant agreements. More importantly, may they contribute to a future where our peoples enjoy greater opportunities, greater prosperity, and greater security. Together, let us shape a more progressive, prosperous, and sustainable future for the Philippines, for Vietnam, and for the entire ASEAN. Future for the Philippines, for Vietnam, and for the entire ASEAN community. Singamun, thank you very much. Good afternoon.
We sincerely thank His Excellency Ferdinand R. Remark.
Xin trân trọng cảm ơn Ngài Ferdinand Marcos Jr., Tổng thống nước Cộng hòa Philippines với bài phát biểu chào mừng hết sức ý nghĩa. Tiếp theo chương trình, chúng mời Tổng bí thư Chủ tịch nước Cộng hòa xã hội chủ nghĩa Việt Nam lên sân khấu và phát biểu chào mừng. Xin kính mời Ngài Tô Lâm.
Distinguished guests, we are highly honored to invite His Excellency To Lam, General Secretary of the Central Committee of the Communist Party of Vietnam, President of the Socialist Republic of Vietnam, to the stage to deliver his opening remarks.
Your Excellency Ferdinand R. Marcos Jr., President of the Republic of the Philippines, distinguished delegates, my dear friends, Vietnamese and Filipinos from the ASEAN. It is my great pleasure to be part of the Vietnam-Philippines Business Forum 2026 in Manila, the capital of the Republic of the Philippines. A financial, trade and connect of great energy in the ASEAN, a symbol of life, of the dynamism and aspiration of the Philippines. The forum today sends a very strong message. Cooperation between Vietnam and the Philippines is entering a new era, where political trust, friendships, and the complementarity of our two economies must be more strongly translated into the flow of investment, trade, tourism, and business connectivity that is strong, resilient, and sustainable. Vietnam and the Philippines are two members of the ASEAN having a long-standing traditional diplomatic ties. 2026 is especially significant as our two countries celebrate 50 years of diplomacy. Over the past half a decade, the friend and people-to-people relations. 2026 is seeing the Philippines becoming the ASEAN chair, and we have full confidence the Philippines will complete this mandate with flying color and work together with ASEAN members for a united, integrated, resilient ASEAN in the face of the turmoils facing the region and the world. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, as the world is facing turmoil and unpredictable and difficult supply chain position partners, a market of 100 million consumers, a young workforce, a stable political environment, and one of the broadest FTA network with strategic infrastructure, technology, and innovation to become a high-income developed country by 2045. The fast economy in the ASEAN with a young population, a dynamic consumer market, and strength in services, digital economy, and given its strategic location in the maritime route in the region, it plays a special role in the Asia-Pacific economy, two economies, would help us to establish new values, new supply chains, and new growth drivers for the ASEAN. Ladies and gentlemen, over the past year, in investment, as of April 2026, Filipino investors have invested in 112 valid projects in Vietnam with total investment of $626.8 million US dollars. There are also 25 Vietnamese projects and more than 200,000 Vietnamese visitors to the Philippines in the first 6 months of this year. The opening of new flight routes between the Ho Chi Minh City and Cebu, which we announced today, will help to further connect our two economies, our two peoples, our two business communities. However, these outcomes has yet to live up to the potential and the scale of our relationship. We have a strong foundation, we have political trust, we have a foundation in our business communities. Now it is the time to create new breakthroughs so that trade and investment will truly become a driver for the relationship between our two countries. It is high time economic relations between Vietnam and the Philippines be elevated to a greater height, of greater scale, and more importantly, greater substantiveness. I believe that our two business communities can work together in these 4 ways. First, upgrade trade in food security towards greater stability and regularity. We must make better use of the complementarities, extend cooperation in fishery, consumer goods, and logistics, and create logistic hubs that can withstand the shocks in the global environment. Second, we should invest further into mutually reinforcing and complementary areas such as business, green energy, supporting industries, digital economy, innovation, and move from trade in goods to co-investment, co-production, and co-participation in the regional supply chain. Third, expand logistics, air, and people-to-people connectivity. Vietnam and the Philippines are both maritime economies that are highly dynamic, with new flight routes, logistics centers, and trade routes. We would be able to reduce cost of doing business and open up new opportunities for the business communities of our two countries. We should thirdly enhance and renew our economic drivers based around businesses. Our economic cooperation mechanisms must become market tools to address bottlenecks, increase market access, and our two governments can open the path, but it is the business community that turn these paths into actual results. Vietnam is calling not just for investment. We are preparing the best possible conditions to join hands with investors. We will continue to make our institutions more transparent, more predictable, and develop strategic infrastructure and logistic infrastructure, build a high-quality workforce, and alleviate bottlenecks facing the businesses. It is my hope that our two business communities will approach each other with a long-term vision, with greater creativity, not just stopping at seeking opportunities, but take bold steps forward in sharing technologies and co-participation in the regional value chains. It is my trust that from the forum today there will be more opportunities, more connectivities, more projects that will contribute to elevate relations between our two economies to a new era of greater substantiveness and greater values to live up to the stature of the enhanced strategic partnership between the two countries. May our forum be a great success, and may the enhanced strategic partnership between Vietnam and the Philippines continue to enjoy stable, enduring, and positive growth. May good health and success be with you. Thank you very much.
Xin trân trọng cảm ơn Tổng Bí thư Chủ tịch nước Tô Lâm. Chúng tôi xin trân trọng kính mời Ngài nán lại sân khấu để tham dự phiên chụp ảnh của các lãnh đạo cấp cao. Đầu tiên, tôi tôi xin trân trọng kính mời ngài Ferdinand Marcos Jr., Tổng thống Philippines lên sân khấu.
We'd like to express our deepest gratitude we'd like to respectfully invite His Excellency Ferdinand R. Marcos to the stage.
Tiếp theo, chúng tôi xin trân trọng kính mời lên sân khấu để tham gia bà Maria Cristina, Bộ trưởng Bộ Thương mại Công nghiệp Philippines.
Ms. Maria Cristina Aldeguerroque, Secretary of Trade and Industry of the Philippines.
Ngài Ngô Văn Tuấn, Ủy viên Trung ương Đảng, Bộ trưởng Bộ Tài chính Việt Nam.
His Excellency Mr. Ngô Văn Tuan, Member of the Party Central Committee, Minister of Finance of Vietnam.
Ngài Lê Mạnh Hùng, Ủy viên Trung ương Đảng, Bộ trưởng Bộ Công thương Việt Nam.
His Excellency Lee Man Hung, Member of the Party Central Committee, Minister of Industry and Trade of Vietnam.
Và ngài Ferdinand Ferrer, Chủ tịch Phòng Thương mại và Công nghiệp Philippines.
And Mr. Ferdinand Ferrer, President of the Philippine Chamber of Commerce and Industry.
Sau đây, do chương trình công tác, ngài Tổng Bí thư Chủ tịch nước Tô Lâm và ngài Ferdinand Marcos Jr. sẽ rời diễn đàn để tiếp tục công việc theo lịch trình.
Following this, His Excellency To Lam, General Secretary of the Party Central Committee, President of the Socialist Republic of Vietnam, and His Excellency Ferdinand R. Marcos Jr., President of the Republic, will leave the forum to continue their scheduled duties.
Xin chúng ta dành một tràng pháo tay thật lớn cảm ơn ngài Tổng Bí thư và ngài Tổng thống. Xin kính chúc các ngài thật nhiều sức khỏe, hạnh phúc và thành công.
We want to express our deepest thanks to their presence and support. Let's give them a nice round of applause.